and she see a window to go through in the truck. Baby, tell me why she running this truck. Tell me why she running this truck, right? She running this truck, she get in there, right? And I'm like, all right, good. At the same time, Joe's sniping them from the bang, bang, sniping them, Pedro Pascal, bang, bang, right? Ellie get into the coconut, get into the truck. She barely make it. Tell me why this screamer. Tell me why this clicker get into the truck. She clicking. She like, I said, oh hell. I said, run, get out of there. I said, get out of there. And Ellie like she look like, in her mind, I know she like, if I don't make no noise, if I don't make, somehow that clicker said, I hear you. I said, Kathleen, y'all better run. At the same time, I'm thinking to myself, Henry, get the hell out of there. Sam, get the hell, I know Sam can't hear nothing. But Joe, Elliot, don't you, Coconut, don't you hear what's happening, Coconut? Y'all better run, child. They watch the truck cave into the ground, and then they start hearing screams, right? They still standing there. I don't know why y'all still standing there. Y'all hear all these screams. What's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy Westy from A Connection TV here on YouTube, the one place in the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. And this video is going to be on both my West the Critic and my A Connection TV, but a lot of y'all are finding me on my A Connection TV, so this is going to be on A Connection TV. I'm a reviewer, not a reporter, baby. I review what I watch as you watch it. We watch the same thing, I'll review that. I don't do a lot of research and I don't do a lot of behind the scenes reporting on the show. I give my authentic response and or review to the content that I watch, and hopefully we can adopt similar connections despite our differences. I'm also in film, so that's why I want to talk about film. Film is my passion. Anyways, if this is your first time seeing me, definitely follow me on all my social medias, Instagram and Twitter at A Connection TV and West the Critic, and let's talk about it. The Last of Us is undoubtedly one of the best scripted series out right now. The Last of Us actually is in league with Lovecraft Country for me. Lovecraft Country, when it was out, was my favorite television show at that particular time. And it just holds on to me because Lovecraft Country is just an amazing piece and body of work, right? So right next to that, right under that is The Last of Us. Now, if you understand how important Lovecraft Country is, if you understand how phenomenal Lovecraft Country is, then you get a sense of the kind of stuff, just a smidget of the kind of stuff that I like to watch. So Last of Us is right in there, right? Right in there like swimwear. I love The Walking Dead until they killed off Glenn, and then when they killed off Glenn, I was no longer team The Walking Dead. But I love these kinds of shows. So Last of Us, I can be zombied out. And I am kind of zombied out, but Last of Us is that show. If you love cinema, watch Last of Us. If you love good storytelling, watch The Last of Us. If you love amazing acting, watch The Last of Us. If you love cool action sequences but not over the top bullcrap, watch The Last of Us. The Last of Us is so good. Oh, it's so good. Okay? Episode 3, I did a review of episode 3. A lot of you liked my review on episode 3, and so I'm here for episode 5. I didn't think that I would, come back, but The Last of Us just keeps bringing me back. Episode 4 was meh. It was alright. It was like meh. Whatever, cool. Still groundbreaking in terms of like storytelling and bringing me together, right? Bringing me together. But episode 5 is on episode 3 kind of thing for me. It's like episode 3, the feels. Okay? So now look here. I'm a black man, and I know y'all see that, right? I know y'all see that. And if you're watching this and you're not black, then you probably won't understand what I'm saying at this particular point. And then there are a lot of you that are black and get annoyed with you get annoyed with this concept being brought up all the time. But being black is hard to escape your race, okay? And so you can come into circles where people love you for you, and then you can come into many circles where people don't love you based on the color of your skin. It's my life, period, okay? And so I bring that into a lot of my decision making when I move around in this world, and I bring that into a lot of the cinema that I watch. I love to see representation. I love to see cinema where I can see me in the film. okay? It makes me feel good, okay? It just makes me feel like, oh, you know, it brings me in more, right? If the casting is diverse, it brings me in more. Now, mind you, that wasn't the setup of The Last of Us. There weren't a lot of black people running around, and there aren't a lot of black people running around this show, but I still love it. But episode 5, the end of episode 4 into episode 5 brings me in. It brings me in the form of Henry. And Henry is played by, let me get the name right, Henry is played by Lamar Johnson. And apparently Lamar Johnson has been in some other things before, called some show called Your Honor, or whatever. I don't know. This is my first time seeing Lamar Johnson. He was actually in Marvel. What did he play in Marvel? I don't know. I'm not a reporter. I'm just a reviewer, so I'm not reporting. But Lamar Johnson comes on my screen, and I'm like, oh, okay. Where are we going with this? What's about to happen here? Because all episode 4 was a setup of Kathleen and her trying to get this guy and seek out this guy, and we got to kill this guy, and we got to do this to this guy, or whatever the case may be. When I find out that the guy is black, I'm feeling some sort of way. I just am. That's why I talked about the little black stuff and race stuff. I'm feeling some sort of way. Why is the whole city after this one black man? And you know, I don't know if I was paying attention or whatever, but everybody that's after him is white. Well, the people that are speaking that are after this man are white. So I'm like, okay, what y'all about to do here, The Last of Us? What y'all about to do? I like The Last of Us, but don't have me caught up in this, right? And again, this is me. It's a part of me. It's never gonna go away. It is what it is. So the moment I get a good black character on my screen, chocolate black character on my screen talking to me, he's the most wanted man in Kansas City because he's trying to save his brother. Child, boy. All the while before we get here, you know, Joel is taking them out. And then, you know, Ellie had to shoot him. He had to shoot him. And when I tell you, when Brian got shot, he on the floor, no, mommy, no. I'm like, damn, oh, y'all about to kill him? Oh. Don't kill him, he calling for his mama. But no, F that. That man, he had a rifle all up on Joel's neck. Pascal's legs is shivering like this. He about to die and stuff. Ellie had to save him. Ellie had to clock him. And you know, Ellie lost and, you know, she dazed and confused. You know, she be having the weirdest looks on her face. On her face sometimes. She be looking like a coconut. Her face be looking like a coconut sometimes. Just there staring in the wind. Just a coconut. Just imagine a coconut. You know, remember that movie? Remember that movie that Tom Hanks was in when he was on the island stranded? And didn't he have a coconut for a friend? Or was it a soccer ball? Just Ellie, that's Ellie's face, the soccer ball. Tom Hanks is looking at the soccer ball or the coconut. I could have swore it was a coconut, and he was talking to the coconut. Wasn't he talking to the coconut or not? Y'all know what movie I'm talking about. My memory, baby. My memory, she fried, baby. My memory fried. My memory, baby, she fried. But, yeah, so that's how Ellie, she was sitting there looking like the coconut. And she like, I gotta shoot him. And then Joel is like, no, I got this. And you know, Joel is pissed because, you know, she wasn't supposed to have that gun. And she in the bathroom doing test runs like, I gotcha. Feeling cool and stuff. She know how to take the bullet out, know how to put it back in. So she know a little something. You gave me a gun, I wouldn't know what to do with her. But you know, it is what it is. Joel take the gun from Coconut and he like, go walk away. And Brian like, what you mean? You about to kill me? No, don't kill me, mommy. Baby, that scene was visceral. I felt it. I felt it in my loins. It was like, it was tugging on my nutsack. I was like, oh my God, oh, the pain. Cause I felt it. I was in there, Coconut Face and Joel, and they killing this man crying for his mommy. Good scene. But we fast forward to episode 5, baby. We fast forward. Henry and Sam. I love how the director of this, who's the director? Jeremy Webb is the director and Craig Mazin is the writer. The way that they were spilling the past into the current and the future, getting us to understand who Henry was, I just thought was dope. And even like the right before, or like the as we were getting there with Joel and Ellie getting into Kansas City, then being stuck and having to drive away and trapped and all that. It was great how we got to see his involvement in what was going on, right? All the while, I'm in the midst of like dozing off, not dozing off, because I was tired as hell, right? So I'm watching, and you know, Henry Lamar Johnson got the gun out, and Sam posted, baby. Sam posted, and I don't know if Sam is Kevon Woodard, very new actor, 9-year-old kid, played the scene, played this scene. And now, you know, I don't want to get too excited because I just did a review on another movie where I was talking about acting. Watch that review. Y'all are going in on that review. But baby, this is how you act. Baby, this is how you, a 9-year-old selling it. Baby, that boy was holding that gun. And I don't know if he deaf in real life, but I'm like, oh, but boy, it's acting, baby. He acting. Everybody in this show know how to act, baby. And you know, I'm just feeling it. Lamar Johnson got the gun. And I'm like, don't move. We don't want to hurt you. We on your side. And Joel, Pedro Pascal, like, can I get up? You want me to what? What? Can I stand up now? Huh? Sure. Like he's like on a defensive, like ready to kill him. And you know, Ellie, played by Bella Ramsey, is like, Joel, relax. He's okay. It's okay. His voice is just like that. He doesn't want to kill you. It's all right, right, Joel? Sure. I love it. So, you know, Henry, they sit up, they talking amongst each other. They got beef jerky. They eating this dried up beef jerky shit. And, you know, they breaking jerky with each other over a campfire out of a can. You know, The Last of Us, right? And, you know, we getting to know them and we get to understand and cool. But it's like, you know, Henry wants to get out of the city. And Henry wants to use Joel and Ellie to help him get out of the city because Henry saw that Joel, you know, killed the resistance. Killed the resistance. And so he like, ooh, y'all can get me out. Y'all can get me out. So they go to sleep. We wake up the next day, right? And Henry and Joel looking out the building. Now, all the while, I'm in my feelings. Right, watching this. And the reason why I'm in my feelings watching this is because I'm like, they about to make this man a martyr. Y'all finally give me a good black, dark-skinned actor on this show, killing it. A 9-year-old and Lamar Johnson, Kevon Woodard and Lamar Johnson, killing it. And I'm in the show now. Y'all got me in here. Episode 3, y'all brought some gays in. Y'all killed them off. We couldn't get the gays to run through the series. Y'all had to kill the gays off. But episode 3 was so amazing, right? Now episode 5, I get black people, and now y'all about to kill the black people off. I'm pissed. I'm frightened. At the same time, I'm like, y'all giving me this good stuff, and y'all taking away. Y'all giving it, dangling it in front of me, and y'all, oh, we good. We don't want to. We're going to give y'all one episode, Wes. We're going to give y'all one episode. So I got one episode of the gays. I'm about to get one episode of the blacks. But in my mind, I don't want this black man to be dying, shoot down by this white crew of people. You know? And this one scene got me. He said they was looking out the window and he was telling them where they could go and how they could get through. Joe like, well, why do you need me? And he's like, I saw what you did with them people. You could protect me. And Joe's like, well, no, you could do good all by yourself. You had that gun pointed at me, and I'm sure you could do good. And he was like, no. He said, if loading, what he say, pointing an unloaded gun at you and acting like I'm about to shoot you is the most violent I've ever been. I said, oh, well, something along them lines, baby, something along them lines. And when I tell you, Lamar Johnson sold the scene. Oh my God, it was acting. Sold it. Soon as he delivered that line, the writing, he delivered that line, and I started crying. It just hit me like a boom, just hit my chest, and I'm like, oh. I started crying like a bitch. Oh my God, it was so good. I had to rewind that line. Lamar Johnson, you had me, baby. You had me. So good. That's acting, baby, acting. Both of them, and it was so subtle. Oh my God, and it filled me up with emotion because people look at black people like we're just so violent. Like we just so violent. Oh, it took me out. That scene got me. I said, they better not kill us. They better not kill him off. They better not. So I'm watching. All the while, you got Kevon Woodard over here laughing, being deaf with Ellie, the coconut. And it's just, oh, the feels, The Last of Us. It's all throughout this. It's the last of humanity. The Last of Us. And, you know, Lamar's selling the scene, baby. Henry, and, you know, and it's funny because he's funny and playful in a world that where he know his life is up. And he's still like got these subtle, like playful moments with Joel and, you know, trying to lead Joel in. And Sam is like, what is he saying? You know, doing the sign language thing. He got the little notepad. And then, you know, Henry says, they say that they're going to help us get out of here. They're going to get us out. Before Joel could even agree. And Henry like, right? That's what y'all saying, right? When I tell you, Henry knew how to play his little brother to be the card to get him through. But his plan, it just sounded so dumb. And his nails are so dirty, which would add to it. I'm like, they really in a post-apocalyptic world because his nails is dirty. Mind you, I feel like their teeth should be a little knot whiter. Like they be having these crystal, like pearly white teeth. And I'm like, how y'all look dirty, but y'all teeth is clean. You know, but the nails is dirty. So I'm like, all right, they bringing me back in where they in the post-apocalyptic world because the nails are dirty. His plan is to go under the tunnels where the dead people are. I said, what? And we saw the wave that was under one of them buildings, and the people was under there waving. It was the wave, baby. I said, oh no, I don't want no parts of it. But anyway, they go in the cave, they go in the tunnels, they get out, they have some touching moments, and we find out why Henry is the most wanted man. And I'm like, all right, they giving me an excuse on why they're gonna kill the only black man they showing me. That's fine. That's fine. They gave me the gays in one episode, they gave me the blacks in one episode. They killed off the half-black girl in the first episode, the daughter. They killed her off. You know, I'm still watching the show, but I'm just saying I want to see some people that look like me. I want to see some representation, baby. We not alive in this world no more. I want some out. Give me something. And I don't even remember if Henry was in the game or not. I don't remember. The game was old. I can't remember that far back. So he goes to explain that Kathleen is after him because he put up Kathleen's brother, who was the leader of the resistance, and they killed him because the guy blackmailed him to get some medicine for his brother's leukemia. Okay, well, who's wrong though? Who's in the wrong? Like, you know, Henry wants Sam to survive. He wants his brother to survive. So it's either his brother or her brother. So who's in the wrong? You know, Kathleen's not wrong because she wants to avenge her brother. And, you know, Henry's not wrong because he's trying to save his brother. I thought that was a good complex. I was wrestling with that. But in my mind, I'm like, no, bitch, don't kill him because he's the only black man on the show. I need to see more black people on this show. That's what I'm thinking. So don't kill Henry and Sam. But anyway, Kathleen ruthless, baby. She just killing people left and right. They have the collaborators telling them, hey, do this, do that, do this, do that, do this, do that. She getting all this information. She's still killing people. And in my mind, I'm like, why are we listening to this hoe? I don't understand. Who is she to be this Billy badass to tell me? And she ain't got no guns. And we all the ones with the guns. Are we listening to her? I don't understand. I could never understand like how the authority stays in the authoritative role and all of us can just ban against, you know, like, but I guess, you know, people need to follow somebody, baby. So we get past this touching moment, right? They make it through the tunnels. They out on the other side. They get through and there's this old man sniping at them in the house. Snipe. All the while he's sniping. He on the phone with the resistance saying, Kathleen, come. There's people that's in here that they escaped. Come on over. And I'm like, okay, here we go. But I didn't realize that until the walkie system came, right? He had the walkie and he heard them. And he was like, say, keep him there. We're coming, Kathleen. Keep him there. All the while, Joel is like, run. And you know, because Ellie, Sam, and Henry out at the car. Then all of a sudden they come with these tanks and these trucks. Now mind you, they bulldozing. And this was a great scene. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. It was so good. The show was so good. Because they be having these long ass drawn out, you know, conversational pieces. And I get it that this show is expensive. So when we have these action sequences, it costs a lot of money. But they save the money for the most important stuff. Which is okay though. It's okay. We didn't get a lot. You know, all we got in episode 4 was a shootout. That's fine. But in episode 5, they're leading us to something because they got this truck bulldozing through all these cars, baby. Bulldozing through all these cars. And Ellie running, baby. She running. And she's shooting the gun. Pop, running. Trying to run. And I just thought this scene was just so well done. Like, these are amazing actors. Grade A, everything. Grade A, everything. okay? They hiding behind the car. Kathleen like, come out. And I just know she wanted to say the N-word. Come out, you N. I just felt it in my loins. And then, Henry says, look, I'm going to go out here and I want you to run. I'm like, what y'all running to? Like, they got mad guns pointed at you. What you running to? And Joel got the one sniper gun. What y'all gonna do? Like, who they running from? They gonna get shot in the back. Like, I'm so confused. But anyway, child, Henry come up, and I'm like, if this, I said, hold on. I said, what's the director name? I said, Jeremy Webb. If Kathleen kill Henry, I'm done with this show. I'm done. I'm done with this show. If Kathleen kills Henry, I'm done with her. I'm done with this show and her, right? He get up, Lamar Johnson get up. I said, yeah, they better not. They better not. They better not. Then out of nowhere, Kathleen go to point up the gun, and then the car that crashed into the house, right? The car that crashed into the house sinks into the ground. I said, uh-oh. Kathleen, y'all better run. I said, Kathleen, y'all better run. At the same time, I'm thinking to myself, Henry, get the hell out of there. Sam, get the hell. I know Sam can't hear nothing. But Joel, Ellie, don't you, Coconut, don't you hear what's happening, Coconut? Y'all better run. Y'all better run, child. They watch the truck cave into the ground, and then they start hearing screams, right? They still standing there. I don't know why y'all still standing there. Y'all hear all these screams. In the ground, y'all hear these screams, and then all of a sudden, all these droves of people start coming out. These droves of zombies start spilling out into the thing. I said, yes, get them. At the same time, I'm like, run. Child, whoever choreographed this, it was so, it was so good. Like, you was there. And I'm like, no, don't fall on the ground. You gotta run, get away from them, all this. I'm just in my mind, just screaming. Sam deaf, he can't hear nothing. And then he depended on Henry, and then Henry lost, dazed and confused. And then Ellie get thrown over a rock. And then all of a sudden she get out, and she see a window to go through in the truck. Baby, tell me why she running this truck. Tell me why she running this truck, right? She running this truck, she get in there, right? And I'm like, all right, good. At the same time, Joe sniping them from the bang, sniping them, Pedro Pascal, bang, right? Ellie get into the Coconut, get into the truck. She barely make it. Tell me why this screamer. Tell me why this clicker get into the truck. She clicking. She like, I said, oh, hell. I said, run, get out of there. I said, get out of there. And Ellie like she look like, in her mind, I know she like, if I don't make no noise, somehow that clicker said, I hear you. That clicker look at, clack. And the way the clicker went over the thing and over the truck to get at her, and she falling. When I tell you I lost my mind, I said, oh, hell no. I said, run, bitch, run. Child, Ellie runs, she get out the car. She get out the car, she running. Child, oh, it was so good. It was so good, baby. Child, tell me why this big old mammoth, I think it's called a goobalagab, whatever they call it in the game, a booger. Child, tell me why the booger come out and it's boom, this huge dude come out, huge. And I'm like, y'all dead, all y'all dead. Y'all dead, like y'all dead, y'all are gone. Like y'all are not surviving this at all. And then the one dude that's protecting Kathleen, he's like, run, you're important. I'm like, girl, what is she important to? You? What? I'm so confused. But he sacrificed himself for her. Child, the dude, rip his head off. Rip his head off. He done, gone, bye-bye. Boop. I'm like, do that to Kathleen. Get her. She was about to kill the only black person in the show. Get her. Snap her neck too. Child, but he don't do that. We get to a point where all three of them, they in a car. So Henry and Sam, baby, the acting, baby, they just acting. They're under the car trying to get away from the screamers and the clickers and all the things. right? And Ellie come through, she save them along with Joel, right? And they running. They go to run in the back of the house. And Kathleen's like, don't you dare. You're not getting away from me. I have to avenge my brother. You took my brother away from me, you black man. And so, you know, that's not what she said, but that's how I felt because, you know, there's no black people. There's no black people in the show, so that's how I felt. Anyways, y'all tell me why the clicker got out the truck, baby. I don't know how the clicker got out the truck. The one that was in there, the one that was in there dancing, trying to get to Ellie, going over the furniture like this and sliding and shit. She got out the car somehow. Maybe she slid out the window. I don't know. Baby, the clicker said click, 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 click. I said, get her. And so the clicker jump on her, baby, and just beat her down. And for whatever reason, Ellie, Sam, and Henry feel it necessary to sit there and watch. I said, no. I said, we're not about to watch this. Y'all gotta run. Get away from here. And when we moved past, somehow, miraculously, they done got away from that huge herd and made it into another motel or something like that. That was, I don't know where it was, but they made it in there. I'm like, all right, that's fine. I didn't want them to die, so that's good. In my mind, I'm like, something's afoot. Because they're not about to let these black people survive. I don't feel it. I don't feel that these people are about to survive. I don't feel it. Because for whatever reason, I can't get no representation to survive past one episode. I just can't get it. Gay people died, episode 3. Black people, they about to die. In my mind, I'm like, they about to die. This ain't about to be no happy ending. It ain't. So I'm watching it, and you know, Joel and Henry have this amazing conversation about how kids have it easy because when you're an adult, you have so much to be concerned with and responsible for. Oh my God, sometimes I wish I could go back to be a kid. Because being an adult is really hard. And that tapped into me. And I was like, yes, this writing is everything, right? So, Joel tells him, Wyoming is a big state. And if you want to come or whatever, you can come or whatever. And immediately Henry says, yeah. He said it'll be important for Sam to have a friend. I said, they about to kill him. I said, oh my God, they about to kill him. I said, no, please, look, please don't. I said, don't. Child, then they have, and I'm getting emotional right now, it's so good. Then they have this moment with Coconut Face and Sam. They sitting there asking each other questions back and forth, and because the boy can't talk, and he's wanting to play with the magazine and hear her talk about the comics or whatever, and he like, nah, I don't want no comments, baby. I just got bit. I need to ask you some questions. Sam got serious real quick. She like, ooh, endure and survive, whatever they was doing back then. They was teaching the sign language and stuff, and she like, ooh, and to infinity and beyond. I don't want no comics. I need you to sit down and be serious. Well, I don't want to play no more. I got to ask you some questions. I said, uh-oh. So they talking about fear and all that. And, Eli, Coconut Face, like, my biggest fear is to be alone. And, then Sam says his fear, and his fear was to not be a monster. Or something along them lines. Do you think that when somebody becomes a monster, are they still human inside? Something to that effect. And I said, why are you asking this question? And he asked the question because he got bit on the leg. I said, no. They're not gonna give me meat. They're not gonna give me meat, not one episode. They're gonna introduce me and they're gonna kill me off. They're gonna introduce a gay person, they're gonna kill him off. They're gonna introduce some black people, they're gonna kill them off. I said, I can't survive. I can't survive this series. I just can't. So I'm watching this, and I'm like, no, not Sam. Not Sam. I'm watching not Sam. And then Eli is just, Ellie is just like caught up in the moment, like, no. So immediately, Ellie decides to want to cut herself to heal Sam. And I'm like, oh, wow. And Ellie is like, Sam is like, no, what are you doing? Ellie's like, don't worry about it. I can help you. I can solve this. My blood is the cure. It's the antidote, right? In her mind, she's thinking this. Oh, so good. She did this scene. She did it because I'm feeling it right now. She did this scene. Acting, baby. They acting on this show. And she's like worried and want to like heal him because he's a little kid and he's deaf and he just got bit and the feels. And so she cuts him and she's like rubbing on the thing. And I'm like, this ain't about to work. I know this ain't about to work. The boy asked Ellie. He asked Ellie, can you stay up with me? It's so good. So good. And then Ellie's like, yes, I promise I'll stay up. Oh, baby, I'm getting the feels. I'm getting the feels. And so we fade out. We fade out. We fade out and we fade back in and she sleep. She fell asleep. I'm getting emotional. She fell asleep and she wakes up and I'm like, oh God, what's about to happen? Cause I know he turned. I know he turned. And so he's sitting there. This scene was so good. He's sitting there and his back is turned and he's looking out the window. He's looking out the window and he's just sitting there. And I said, I'm getting emotional. I said, oh Jesus. I said, oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Come on now. Come on, Sam. Come on, Sam. Turn around with a smile. Turn around with a smile. Ellie get up and she walk over to him. And I think she said something like good morning or something to that effect. Something like that. Something. And immediately Sam turned and he's a zombie and he's like, nah, nah, nah. When I tell you, nah, 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 nah. When I tell you he did this scene, Kevon Woodard did this scene, baby. When he charged after her and went on her and was beating her and she was screaming and Bella Ramsey was like, no. That's acting. They acting, baby. They acting. Oh my God, it's so good. The show is so fucking good. And then, Henry wake up and Joel wake up and they're frantic and oh my God. And Joel ready to go save Ellie. And Henry like, nope. And he shoot the ground. I said, oh God, come on, y'all. Y'all just became friends. Like, come on. And then Henry got to go and Henry go and shoot Sam. I said, oh Lord Jesus. He gonna shoot the baby. He shot the baby. Oh, so mad. He shot the baby. And then, Henry is now like, what did I do? Sam, what did I do? I said, child, he about to kill himself. I said, no. I said, y'all do it to me again. Jeremy Webb, you can't give me no gay person through the whole series and no black person through the whole series. You about to kill this man. This man and this little boy. Oh my God, it was so good. So good. And now they about to die. I said, I know Joe better not kill him. I said, Joe better not kill this man. He just shot his brother. He just shot his brother down. And immediately he shoots himself. Boom, in the head. I said, oh, okay. Well, all's well that ends well. I mean, it's to be expected, right? I'm not going to be upset. Lamar Johnson had a great role. Kevon Woodard had a great role. They did that. Some of the best subtle acting I've seen in a long time. Lamar Johnson killed that scene. Oh, he killed it. And that young boy, Kevon Woodard, killed that scene. Oh, that's acting, baby. That's acting. These people are acting, baby. So good. And I'm a bowl of water watching this. And Joel and Ellie bury him. At this point, Ellie is cold. She's cold because Bella Ramsey, ooh, that girl, she can act, boy. She got this way of just tears just dropping down her eyes. Oh, when Henry shot her, you just feel it. She is like scared, frantic, Sam attacking her, then he shoots him, and it's like, oh my God, he's gone. And then, Henry is feeling the feels, and then he shoots himself, and then, Bella is crying. Child, this movie, this show is, Ellie take the flipper thing, the Etch-a-Sketch flipper thing. She puts it on the ground of Sam's grave. This girl is stone cold now, stone cold. She ain't nothing in her. She ain't got no feelings. She ain't here for, miss her with the bullshit. I know she capping people. Cap. She about to be capping people in the rest of this show. Cause she tired of having to defend herself. She done found this friend, and now the friend gone. She capping. I know better. She about to be capping. She about to be a small Ramsey, a small Joel now. She capping people. She ain't got no spirit left. It's a sensitivity gone. It's gone. It's gone now. I feel it. She about to be murking people, and that's what I want to murk them. Murk them. Baby, she put the extra sketch on the grave, and she walk away. We got to go. We got to move. We got to get the out of here. I'm not sitting here waiting on this shit. Let's go. I said, oh, who's she talking to? Joel. She done. She is finished, right? Because in her mind, she's the cure. She tried to save this boy. The feels. She tried to save this boy and she couldn't save him. So she pissed. She's pissed off. And she's mad and all of that, sad and grief and all of that. This young boy died and she tried to save him and she couldn't save him. The note on the thing said, I'm sorry. Took me out, took me out, took me out. And then Joel reading the note and he just like, damn, like, so you know all of it. So she tried to save him. She couldn't save. She knew he was bit. She knew she couldn't save him. And she had to deal with that. That note said, I'm sorry. Ellie, Coconut walking off in the end, off in the distance. She turned around and said, let's go. I said, oh, who's she talking to? She's talking to you, Joe. She ain't talking to me. She ain't talking to me. She talking to you. I said, oh, shit. She mad. Baby Joel said, all right, well, let's go. And they walk off. This show is so good. When Joel found out that Ellie had the gun, and instead of taking it away from her, because he realized that Ellie saved his life, and he realized that they're bonding. And then the bonding over the jokes. This show was so good. They was bonding over the jokes, and he said, what did the scarecrow said? Something with the scarecrow, and he was outstanding in his field. And then they started laughing. And they were laughing together. Good. This show is so good. Feeling the feels. I'm feeling it all over me, all over my spine and into my loins. This show is just so good, right? If you don't shut the hell up. And so that's it. That's it. But if you're not watching The Last of Us, you are doing yourself a disservice. You are doing yourself a disservice. They doing a season 2 apparently, but HBO Max, I don't know what that's turning into because the effery that's going on with HBO and HBO Max, they canceling all the great shows. But The Last of Us is phenomenal. My #1 show right now, that's of something that's currently running, is The Last of Us. It is brilliant. Every single episode has been brilliant. I need more representation to stick around for the full series. You know? Like how y'all give me Lamar Johnson and Kevon Woodard and y'all just snatch them from me? Before this show is over, I'm gonna need a black person to have some role or a gay person to have a role and be in the show. I just need it. It can't just be Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey the whole time. Or it can. Because that's the game. You play as them. You don't play as anybody else, Wes. I guess. But Jesus. Anyways, I love this show. It is amazing. Everyone a part of this show is doing an amazing job. Y'all are phenomenal. And y'all are the reason why I'm in film now. Y'all are the reason why I love creating films. Y'all are the reason why I love writing. Y'all are the reason. Stay to it. I love the show. 10 out of 10, period. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you thought. And yeah. Should I continue to do the reviews? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Give me 50 likes on this video and I'll do the reviews. I need to see the engagement, baby. I need to see the engagement. Anyways, love y'all. Deuces.